Expensive medical bills shouldn't stand in the way of your patient's health, which is why Medifin helps countless South Africans realize their medical dreams every day. Medifin provides life-changing loans for any medical procedure, treatment, or operation not covered by medical aid up to 100,000 Rand. Medifin is the only financier that specializes in medical procedures. We can finance the shortfall or the total medical bill and make split payments to the doctor, hospital or clinic, anaesthetist, and even medical device providers. Become a partner and enjoy all the benefits of our Medifin offering. Our service is completely free to our partners, and we make payment directly to you without deducting any commission. No more accounts receivable for your practice, ensuring you are cash flow positive. Simply refer your patients to apply online at Medifin. Patients only need to attach a quote or invoice from your practice to ensure we pay you directly. Join the Medi family today, the solution for you and your patients.
And it looks like our prayers from yesterday, you remember Dr. Rodriguez was saying that we can partake in making noise to the medical aid. And today we have someone from DiscoveryHealth, which is Dr. Noluthando Nematswerani. Dr. Noluthando is the head of Center for Clinical Excellence at DiscoveryHealth within the Strategic Risk Management Division. She is a medical doctor with more than 20 years healthcare experience. She holds a master's degree in clinical pharmacology and a master's in biostatistics and clinical epidemiology. You know, yesterday I thought I was practicing. I got the ones that I was doing yesterday. Now you bring another one. She's got a master's in biostatistics and clinical epidemiology. In her current role, she oversees health technology assessments, health economics, surgical risk management, clinical policy development, medical unit, including drug risk management, and the clinical research unit. Her unit is also responsible for the overall clinical strategy for DiscoveryHealth and related business. Welcome, Dr. Noluthando.
Thank you so much. Maybe firstly to the organizers, thank you for inviting me. It's an honor and a privilege to be here to speak to everyone. Just want to acknowledge IFASA, acknowledge SASREC, just thank them for the journey that we've been with them to actually realize the benefit that I'm going to be discussing with you today. So it's a long journey. It started many, many years ago. IFASA has been knocking to say, Discovery, we want you to do something in this space. We engaged with SASREC quite intensely over many years, but I must say it just took real leadership and also, just engagement and collaboration between the different stakeholders, which was ourselves, IFASA and SASREC, to actually co-create a meaningful benefit for our members. So I'm going to take you through what this benefit is about and also give you a sense of the benefit that has been in existence for infertility for many, many years, that we also realize that many of our patients and many of our members were not even fully aware of what was in existence. So I'm going to just go through the slides. So the first slide really talks about a benefit that we launched in 2021, which was available to members on the comprehensive and executive plans on the DiscoveryHealth medical scheme. So these are our top plans. So this is a benefit that is available to females who are between the ages of 25 and 42 years. But for those people who are then undergoing egg-donated IVF, those we can access this benefit up to the age of 50. It's a benefit that is quite comprehensive. It covers consultations with the clinicians, ultrasounds, egg retrieval, embryo freezing, storage and transfers, admission costs, lab fees, medication, sperm storage, egg-donated cycles, and cryopreservation. So when we launched this benefit for the very first time in 2021, there were some aspects that were not included, which were since enhanced in 2022. Those were the embryo storage, the egg-donated cycles, and also cryopreservation. I'll give you a little bit more around what cryopreservation is about and who is eligible for this particular benefit. The way the benefit works is that once you have been approved, the cover is up to 75% of the DiscoveryHealth rate. So the DiscoveryHealth rate was decided upon following, intense engagements with SASREC so that we could define the rate that is going to be applicable to this benefit, and therefore the members then would have a 25% co-payment once the costs have been applied. And there is an annual limit of 115,000 on this benefit, and will also, if your practice is claiming much more than the DiscoveryHealth rate, so your 75% obviously is going to be different to somebody where the practice is claiming at 75%. There may be other additional costs that you may incur during that whole process that could be over and above what is covered by the scheme. But when you are authorized for your benefit, we will explain exactly what is covered and what the additional cost would be that you would be eligible for. So the egg-donated cycles, like I said, which was the enhanced benefit for 2022, is a benefit that actually has a much longer, if you think about the age range that we approved, members for. For this particular benefit, it goes up to 50 years. So this is where obviously you are using somebody else's eggs, not necessarily yours. So here we're saying up to 2 cycles for members who are aged between 25 and 42, and then from 43 to 50, then it's the cover is 1 cycle. Cover for cryopreservation is for members who are registered on our oncology benefit, so both males and females. So for retrieving their eggs and the sperm, and making sure that during chemotherapy or radiation therapy, where fertility could be impacted, you can store your sperm, you can store your eggs, and then you can retrieve it after treatment, and you can be able to start a family. So this is for members who are registered on our oncology benefit. And as you can see, the structure is the same. It's still covered under the overall assisted reproductive therapy benefit, and it is for post-pubertal females and males. And Lydia gave a very comprehensive talk on accreditation. So the one important aspect of the benefit is that you have to access it in an accredited center. So SASREC has got a list of accredited facilities, which I'm going to show you in the next slides, where you can access these benefits. And the beauty of going to these centers is that they adhere to the guidelines, the SASREC guidelines. They are very aware of our process. They also claim in accordance with our DiscoveryHealth rate. So it protects you in terms of what you can be charged for. It also makes your claiming process much more seamless. When we launched this benefit in 2021, you must remember that it was for the first time that we're paying really for this additional aspect of the benefit. While we have been paying for prescribed minimum benefits for many years, this was a new benefit. We had to engage with our clinical, with these accredited centers. We had to make sure that the process is understood by ourselves and by the practices. We had some initial teething problems, but we are very comfortable to say, now everyone is fully aware of the process, and we have not really received any further, complaints or issues in terms of how the process has been working, which we really appreciate. So if you've been through the process and you experience any glitches, it's important for us to know about it, because we want to make the member journey and the member experience as pleasant as possible. So how to activate this benefit? You really go to our website under medical aid, benefits and cover, and most quoted benefits, and then you get there. And then if you are not able to activate through that online route, you can call our call center. The consultants will be able to guide you as to how to activate the benefit. And if you have not chosen a facility that you can, then you can also contact us so that we can guide you in terms of which facilities are participating in this benefit. So I think choosing a network, this is very important. Like we said, these need to be accredited by SASREC. This is a whole long list. I think you can find this list on the SASREC website as well. So I'm just going to go through these very quickly. I just wanted people to just get a sense of some of the facilities that are on the network provider list. So as you can see, there's more there. So you can look and see which one is most applicable to you in terms of proximity. So that's the last slide on that. Then, as part of this journey, you may require specific medications that may be prescribed for you. In our initial journey, we only catered for medication that was prescribed by the professionals and, that was included as part of the whole experience. But we later discovered that there were some instances where the practice itself is not a dispensing practice, and then we created a non-dispensing practice, process, which we have detailed there, and it allows you to appreciate the process of getting your claims recognized in our system and be able to be paid appropriately. And I think it talks to understanding the coding that the doctor needs to put on the script itself to allow us to identify that medication as part of the whole treatment journey so that it does pay from the right basket. So that is the process that I've described there. And I mean, if you've got any further questions, we're happy for you to engage with us directly, and then we can take you through that journey. And I think the beauty about, working very closely with the clinical, with the accredited centers is that when you go there, they usually are fully aware of what the expectations are from a medical scheme's point of view, and therefore they usually will guide you through that process. You may not even need maybe to contact us directly because the centers are fully aware of what needs to be done. So there are specific blood tests that are included in the basic benefit, which I'm going to describe right now, which is the prescribed minimum benefit. But there are certain blood tests that are over and above what we cover in the basic basket. So these are the additional blood tests that, can be claimed for. The practices are aware, and once, people have accessed their benefit, they know how many they can, claim for in a year, and they'll be covered under the benefit as well. And obviously, everything accumulates to the annual limit of 115,000, and we still apply the 75% of the DiscoveryHealth rate on all the accounts that are submitted to us. So prescribed minimum benefits, I think these are regulated. All schemes, not only Discovery, all schemes who are regulated by the Council for Medical Schemes have to pay for prescribed minimum benefits. So there's a specific code that infertility falls under. It's called 902M. It's titled infertility, and the treatment is medical and surgical. So what does this include? It includes things like hysterosalpingogram, which means, the obviously imaging of your tubes and your uterus. Specific blood tests that, test for your hormonal levels. There's also HIV included there, and also other, tests for other infections. Thyroid function tests are also included there. And then laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, which are also, as some of those tests that are used to visualize the uterus and the tubes. Surgery of the uterus and of the tubes. Ovulation defects and deficiencies. The semen analysis for the male. And counseling and advice on sexual behavior, temperature charts and all of that, and treatment of local infections. So all of that is available to all members of the scheme, regardless of which plan type they fall under. They have got access to this benefit. The only thing the only additional benefit that is only accessible to members on the top plans, which is the comprehensive and executive plans, is the assisted reproductive therapy, which is not considered prescribed minimum benefits. So I think it's important for people to know that this is your base benefit, regardless of what plan type you are on, and this is not only unique to Discovery. Any medical aid should be providing this as a basic benefit for all their members. So how do we access the prescribed minimum benefits? There's an application process. Remember, infertility is amongst many other prescribed minimum benefits. There is a form, the PMB app forms at discovery.co.za. You can email there to activate your PMB benefits. Your doctor would have to just fill in the forms for you, assist with the diagnosis, and then we can activate the benefit. If you are registering on the assisted reproductive benefit, you do not have to activate your PMB because we automatically activate that for you upon approval of your ART. So that is done automatically. So for more information on cover, on the prescribed minimum benefit, you can still go to our website and access all the information that is relevant. Before I end, just want to really acknowledge the organizations that we've worked with to get to this space, and really encourage everyone, if you've been experiencing any challenges with the benefit, let us know, because the only way we can improve the benefit is when we know that people are experiencing differently, but we've been encouraged by the fact that we have not really received any further issues. It seems like the process is really working well, and we look always for opportunities to make our products better. And we really just want to thank everyone for listening, and open up for any chats. Oh, and shout out to Melissa, one of my colleagues who worked with us on this benefit, and Celeste. I just want to shout out to them as well, because they've made this benefit what it is today, and also addressed all the issues with the relevant practices. So Melissa, you may not be able to wave, but I know you are online. So I just want to say we acknowledge the work that you've done on behalf of Discovery. Thank you.
Thank you. That you took the words right out of my mouth. I wanted to also just thank Dr. Nolu and her team, because as you heard, we've been knocking on the door since 2013. And it wasn't until 2020, when Dr. Nolu was in charge, that we got a gap. And they contacted us. We didn't actually have to contact them again. So I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Nolu. And I've got a bit of a surprise here for you. Okay, we're going to meet Baby Jackson. Baby Jackson is in this world because of the assisted reproductive therapy benefit from Discovery. So Randy and Adele are here with Baby Jackson, and we're going to have a photo with Dr. Nolu, because it's thanks to her and her team. Look. Oh. Look at his face. Look, we're going to have a photo. This is just a lovely celebration of life and why we do what we do. Okay, we're going to come. And then another photo with us. We're going to... Oh. He's like... we can have one. Can we have one? See? This is why we do what we do. Come, girl, ladies and Jackson. Oh. Here we go. Thank you, Dr. Nolu. Thank you guys for coming and surprising. Hello, boy. Look, this is your adoring audience. He's like, do you want to hold that? Yeah, look, he's looking at it. Oh, bless him. Oh, surprise!
The best. You've made my year.
Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Nolu. If you guys have got any questions for Dr. Nolu, please will you email them to me. I'll direct them to her. My email address is on my card at our stand number 25. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Nolu.